In setting the historical context for the discussion on Marie Antoinette, the fall and fate of a queen, it is essential to delve into the societal, political, and economic landscape of 18th century France. This period was marked by immense social stratification, financial instability, and a burgeoning revolutionary spirit. Marie Antoinette, as the Queen of France, became a symbol of the opulence and detachment of the monarchy, often criticized and scapegoated for the nation's ills. The significance of understanding this context is paramount. It frames Marie Antoinette's life and her eventual downfall within the larger narrative of the French Revolution. Without this backdrop, her actions and the public's reaction to them may seem detached from the pressures and tensions that were simmering in France. This historical context highlights why she and the monarchy were so vehemently targeted by revolutionaries. One example demonstrating the importance of this historical setting is the financial crisis France faced in the late 1700s. Lavish spending by the monarchy, which Marie Antoinette was infamously associated with, exacerbated the already dire economic situation, leading to substantial public unrest. Her perceived extravagance, epitomized by the extravagant palace at Versailles, fueled the popular narrative of an out-of-touch monarchy, which was crucial in inciting revolutionary fervor. Another notable illustration is the widespread dissemination of inflammatory pamphlets and propaganda that painted Marie Antoinette as Madame Déficit. These publications exploited the socio-political climate and contributed significantly to the Queen's vilification. The historical context of a literate public hungry for reform played into this, allowing such depictions to gain traction and sway public opinion dramatically against her. From a supportive angle, some historians argue that Marie Antoinette was unfairly maligned, pointing out that her personal expenses were a small fraction of the national debt. However, the perception of her as frivolous and indifferent to the plight of commoners became a rallying point for revolutionary ideologies. Nevertheless, there are alternative viewpoints that challenge the reduction of Marie Antoinette's downfall solely to her personal failings. Some suggest that deep-rooted systemic issues within the Bourbon monarchy and broader European socio-political currents were equally culpable. Understanding the historical context is vital as it threads through Marie Antoinette's life, influencing public perception and shaping her legacy. It connects to her portrayal in literature and media and continues to color historical and cultural narratives surrounding her figure. Without this contextual foundation, the complexities of her downfall and eventual fate cannot be fully appreciated. Marie Antoinette's early life and her marriage to Louis XVI are pivotal elements in understanding her eventual fall from grace and the tragic fate she met as a queen. Born in 1755 in Vienna, Austria, Marie Antoinette was the 15th child of Empress Maria Theresa and Emperor Francis I. Her upbringing in the opulent Austrian court imbued her with a strong sense of royalty, yet her education in statecraft was somewhat lacking. At the age of 14, she was married off to Louis Auguste, the future King Louis XVI of France, in a move intended to solidify the alliance between the two powerful nations. The significance of Marie Antoinette's early life and marriage lies in how these formative experiences shaped her role in history. Her marriage to Louis XVI placed her at the center of French politics and society, though she was unprepared for the intricacies and expectations of her new role. Her Austrian heritage also made her a perpetual outsider in the eyes of many French subjects, fostering resentment and suspicion, which would later contribute to her downfall. Two notable examples illustrate this point. First, the infamous diamond necklace affair, which scandalized the French court, was partly fueled by public animosity towards Marie Antoinette. Her perceived extravagance and indifference to the plight of the French people were sensationalized, damaging her reputation irreparably. Second, her inability to produce an heir in the early years of her marriage resulted in widespread gossip and doubt regarding her suitability as a queen. further alienating her from her subjects. Opinions on Marie Antoinette's life often highlight her as a victim of circumstance, a young woman thrust into an unenviable role for which she was ill-prepared. While some view her as a frivolous spender, others argue that she was unjustly vilified by a populace eager to find a scapegoat amid France's mounting economic woes. The challenges associated with her early life include navigating the hostile political landscape and overcoming cultural differences. Moreover, the French Revolution's republican ideals clashed with her monarchical ties, exacerbating public resentment. Marie Antoinette's early life and marriage inevitably influenced other aspects of her reign, as her outsider status and perceived extravagance colored public perception and set the stage for her eventual arrest and execution. The narratives of her early life, marriage, and subsequent reign intertwine to illustrate the complexities of her character and the historical forces that led to her tragic end. Marie Antoinette, as Queen of France, faced a myriad of challenges, both personal and political, that significantly shaped her reign and ultimate downfall. Serving as queen from 1774 until the dawn of the French Revolution, her role was fraught with complexities. Her position as a foreign-born queen, an Austrian archduchess by birth, was one of her most significant hurdles. The deep-seated distrust and animosity towards Austria in France meant that Marie Antoinette was often viewed with suspicion, and as an outsider, a perception that never fully waned during her tenure. The significance of these challenges lies in their contribution to the erosion of monarchical authority and the Queen's personal reputation, which were pivotal in the events leading to the revolution. Marie Antoinette's extravagant lifestyle and perceived indifference towards the plight of the common people were emblematic of the disconnect between the monarchy and the public. Her lavish spending, mirrored in the construction of the Petit Trianon, and her affection for opulence, served to fuel public resentment and became a potent symbol of royal excess in a time of economic hardship. Two notable examples that illustrate her challenges include the infamous diamond necklace affair and her increasing political influence. The former was a scandal in which Marie Antoinette was falsely accused of attempting to purchase an enormously expensive diamond necklace, further tarnishing her reputation despite her innocence. This event exemplifies how political intrigue and public perception could severely impact a monarch's standing. Additionally, Marie's growing involvement in political affairs, often attempting to influence King Louis XVI, placed her under intense scrutiny during a period where many believed women should remain apolitical, only heightening the criticism against her. Opinions vary about Marie Antoinette's role as queen. Some historians argue that she was a scapegoat for the financial and political failures of the monarchy, while others contend that her lack of awareness and refusal to embrace more modest public perceptions exacerbated France's socio-economic woes. These differing views underscore the complexities of her legacy and the challenges she faced. The controversies surrounding her reign highlight the broader challenges of monarchy at the time, a rigid institution caught between tradition and the burgeoning demands for reform. Her struggles did not exist in isolation, but intersected with growing revolutionary sentiments across France, magnifying her impact on the revolutionary fervor that engulfed the nation. Marie Antoinette's challenges as queen undeniably influenced her fate, contributing to the fall of the monarchy and the rise of revolutionary France, marking a turning point in history. The French Revolution, a period of radical social and political upheaval in France, fundamentally altered the course of history, and its implications for Marie Antoinette's image were profound and enduring. Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the Revolution, became a symbol of the monarchy's decadence and disconnection from the common people. Her image, often depicted as frivolous and extravagant, was weaponized by revolutionary propaganda, painting her as Madame Déficit, a spendthrift responsible for France's financial woes. This vilification played a significant role in the eventual downfall of the monarchy and her tragic fate. The importance of understanding Marie Antoinette's image during the French Revolution lies in comprehending how personal reputations can be manipulated to serve broader political agendas. In the case of Marie Antoinette, her portrayal as a foreign interloper contributed to her demonization and justified revolutionary actions against her. Two poignant examples illustrate this. First, the affair of the diamond necklace, a scandal in which Marie Antoinette was falsely implicated, exacerbated public distrust and tarnished her reputation further. Second, the publication of libelles, or small pamphlets, spread lurid and unfounded tales about her, solidifying her image as a villain in the public consciousness. While many contemporaries and historians have critiqued Marie Antoinette for her perceived indifference and lavish lifestyle, others argue that she was a scapegoat for deeper systemic issues. Some modern historians suggest she was more politically astute than given credit for, attempting to navigate a treacherous landscape. This view posits that her vilification was not entirely deserved, but rather the result of socio-political circumstances beyond her control. Challenges to this perspective include ongoing debates about the extent of her influence and responsibility, with some insisting her actions undeniably contributed to the monarchy's downfall. Additionally, contrasting viewpoints argue that while she may have been a victim of circumstance, her inability to engage meaningfully with the revolutionary spirit rendered her complicit in her own demise. Marie Antoinette's image during the French Revolution profoundly connects to broader themes of propaganda, public perception, and political power. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the power of image and narrative in shaping historical events and personal legacies. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for analyzing the fall and fate of the Queen, as it interplays with other factors leading to the revolution and her eventual execution, highlighting the intricate ties between personal narrative and political downfall.